Hi and welcome everybody. It is Ruth here at Artful Stampin and it's mini catalogue day. So here in the UK and across the world you are able to now order from the Stampin' Up! Mini Catalogue 2021. Now if you have a paper copy of this, please ignore the July. We had to start proceedings in August due to global transportation issues, so Stampin' Up! Made the wise decision to move things forward. We also have the beginning of Celebration, so I'll be showing you that catalogue too. And it's just a lovely catalogue. Right, I'll just get straight in. What I'm going to do is probably do some highlighting of perhaps some of my favourite products in here, but I will show you every page. So as usual, we have a lovely welcome from Shelley Gardner, and this is the stamp set that they've decided to make to raise funds for a charity this year. So this is the Making a Difference stamp set. It's these two lovely hearts and then some really nice sentiments. It costs £19, and if you purchase this, you £2.50 of the price will go towards supporting heart health. They don't believe I have a list of the charities that the money will be given to just yet, but Stampin' Up! Obviously will announce them in due course. So here then is a page advertising some kits. Now this is a new thing that Stampin' Up! Have started. They decided that a really good way to encourage new stampers, new crafters, was to provide some more kits on their website. They're not necessarily going to be always printed on paper and in catalogues because they may run out and then they'll introduce a new kit. So what they're trying to do is get people in the habit of having a look at the web page. So it's just stampinup.uk/kits for the UK. If you're in another country, then just do what stampinup.whatever for your country and /kits. So I do encourage you to have a look at that. This looks like a bit of a sneak peek, to be honest, of something that is going to be available. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet. All I can see at the moment, because I'm filming this prior to August the 3rd, is these images. So do go and check it out. It looks really fun. Really fun, and I'm not really into sort of super cutesy, but actually I really like the graphics on this one. They've got a really lovely kind of retro feel about them, almost a very European kind of look. Very cute. Right, so the first sweet that we have here is gingerbread and peppermint. And if you love all things homely and, you know, baking, that kind of thing, I think you're going to like this one. One of my team members loves it. She said this is the one she wants to get. So we have some lovely papers. There are some masks, which I have showed you already because I put that in my pre-order. Here is some lovely craft coloured or craft based cardstock. Now when I say craft, I mean K-R-A-F-T, not C-R-A-F-T. It's a term for that type of cardstock, which is that natural, you know, unbleached kind of look, and I love it personally. I'm so glad that Stampin' Up! Brought it back again. There is a fun stamp set featuring bells, snowflake and bauble, and a really nice lacy pattern there with some sort of sweetie inspired images, and of course some dies to match that will cut out these images, and also a lacy effect as well. So there's lots of things that are in there that could probably keep you going for the whole Christmas season. Then on this side we have Sweets and Treats, which matches again a die, the Cloche dies, which will be on page 22, which I'll show you later on. And there are some plastic, what they called like shaker domes that can fit into that. So if you like making interactive cards, then this one is probably for you. And oh, look at this, cakes and pies and candy apples. Oh, yummy. So I know a few people who love that kind of thing. Here we have a really kind of funky retro snowflake looking set. We've got 3 snowflakes. Look at those lovely swirls. I'm a bit of a sucker for swirls. And then we also have some dies, but also dies that will emboss as well. I'm trying to have a good look at the samples here, and I can see that there's some stitching in there. So it's not just about cutting out the snowflakes, it's about getting those kind of textures on there as well. And look, as you can see from this sample here, sorry, I'll get that into focus. Look at that, there's lots of texture. So if you like your snowflakes with texture, then I think this is the one for you. Then on this page we have what I call the sort of semi-religious style stamps. We've got one that's star themed with various sentiments. We've got the stars are shining brightly, joy to the world, as well as twinkle twinkle Christmas star, celebrate the wonder, be merry and bright. And it has a star punch. Now I have this star punch and I've already started punching out some stars from it, because this is fabulous. If you're somebody who does crafting with children, it's really useful to have a heap of stars available for children to play with, in my opinion. So even if you just purchase the punch just to have in your stash as a star punch, I do recommend that. Now, of course, if you buy the two together, you do get your 15% discount, as you do with all the bundles that are current in the mini catalogue. Then we have, again, there's a bit of a retro theme going on, I'm starting to realise. These kind of like retro looking wise men or kings from the east. And again, we've got some sort of semi-religious wording here. We've got glory to God in the highest, wise men still seek him, sending peace and joy to you. And I haven't got this set yet. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to get it in, but I have this one, so I'll start playing with that one and then we'll see what happens. So on to Painted Christmas Suite. Now some of you have already seen me play with the stamp set of this one, Christmas Season. It's packed full of beautiful watercolour kind of inspired imagery, and you can do two-step stamping for some of them. You've got these amazing pine cones and holly leaves that have two-step stamping. There's also a die set that has labels and leaves, and then this is almost like a double bundle kind of set. There is a set here that has, let me just get the imagery for it so that you can see it, lots of greetings and an incredibly detailed background, like a double background die here that cuts out, you can cut out the two and layer them on top of each other, and you get all this beautiful leafage, foliage that you can use for decorating your cards and scrapbook pages and so on. I think that's stunning, absolutely stunning. Then we have another sort of mixture of sentiments and florals in this Words of Cheer bundle. Now, I want you to take note of this, because it was only when I really looked closely I realised what was going on in the die set. We actually have the word, it is Words of Cheer. That's the kind of title of it, so it kind of gives it away. That you have some letters there that spell cheer, and you then have a die set that you can then place the letters onto that have these little leaves coming away from it. So if you love big words on cards, this is really cute. And it also has happy, so we've got happy that cuts out in one die. So for those of you who have the pretty perennials from last year and you've wanted to be able to cut out the word happy rather than stamping it, I think you might like this one. So I know I'm referring to a retired product, but I know a few of you have that one. Okay, so next, Snowtime Dies. Now this is a returning favourite from last year, that fun snowman with the little snowflakes and also trees, and really nice label dies there, and then also dies that do some embossing. So if you look at the sample carefully, you can see that there are sort of textures in there. Now incidentally, you can view this catalogue now online, and I will put the link in the description below for that. Okay, now here's the classic Cloche bundle. So this is what I was talking about with that Cloche element. So you've got the dies that will cut it out automatically for you. Obviously with the machine, you don't just place the die on and it happens by magic. You have to run it through a cut and emboss machine, and it will cut exactly the right size for you, and then you can put those domes in there. So the domes are £7 and you get 10 pieces, and they fit beautifully, and you can put whatever you want then inside there. So very cute set. I'm particularly impartial to these little houses. Love that. Just beautiful for creating scenery. Right, on to this page, which has basically, it's just all sentiments, this stamp set. And look at this, silver foil. We've got a brushed finish, matte finished and mirrored foil finish. So if you like your metallics, then this is a nice set to get. And this set also coordinates with the encircled, it's a very detailed die set in the annual catalogue on page 159, and it kind of coordinates with that lovely kind of doily like set that these will fit inside those. Then on to Whimsy and Wonder. Now this stamp set and dies and papers have already taken the world by storm, I think, because they are so delicate and pretty. Just a bit of an alternative kind of colour scheme, very whimsical, and you have some lovely little sort of whimsical trees there, but apparently the papers are just stunning, and there's some sort of iridescent elements to them. So if you love all that little sparkling glitter and all those kind of things, then you'll enjoy this one. Now, I've already purchased the snowflakes and love them. So they come in a sheet and you just pop them out. There's 6 on a sheet, but you get, how many did you get in total? 24 snowflakes in total. And they are just really sweet to embellish cards and so on. Now, this is Peaceful Dear, and it has a stamp set and punch. And this is one that I actually purchased. I try to push my creativity. It's not something I would normally go for, but I really particularly like the trees, and I wanted us to experiment a little bit more with animals and things. Here we have another punch bundle. It's called Happy Holidays, and it's a border punch that cuts out holly. And you can see how it cuts there, and then has this really sweet little bird, some holly and some really lovely sentiments. Particularly like that we've got, so in the UK I have a lot of customers who prefer Happy Christmas to Merry Christmas. It's just a cultural thing, I think, and so having Happy Christmas is really helpful. And then these lovely sentiments in a beautiful font, very, very nice font. Oh, I've got Big Noel there. Oh, I'm getting more and more tempted by that stamp set the more I see it. Right, then we have a fun little stamp set called Snowbody Better. Little group of snowmen. I don't know if they're singing carols or what. Great for colouring in if that's your style. And we've got some really fun sentiments there. This is, I think, coming into the fun sort of jolly stamp sets now. We've got this one, Be Jolly, and it's this cute little Santa with tree and birds and presents. Then one full of sentiments. And I like that Stampin' Up! Do this sometimes, because some people have loads of images and they just want to mix up their cards by having new sentiments. And then some people need the images and not so much the sentiments. So I like it that Stampin' Up! Do this. Now this is available in French and German, by the way. Right, then we have Sweet Stockings. Now this is a very cute set. If you've got pets, cats and dogs, and you'll like this one. It's got some papers that have cats and dogs on them, all kind of tangled up with various Christmas lights and things, and then fun images with wreaths and funny hats and whatever, and then some dies that cut out those really cute images. There's also some felt, so if you like embellishing with something that's a bit more tactile, there's some felt there, and then there's also some decorations and stripy ribbon. Oh, I love a bit of stripy ribbon. Right, now this stamp set is really good fun. It's called Delivering Cheer, and you can just, mix and match. It feels a bit like those fashion wheels that I used to play with when I was younger. And you can mix and match the tops and the bottoms and whatever. You can add, fancy tights. You can have them sort of, a little bit of kind of ground and snow there. Yeah, really good fun, that one. And then we have the Brush Metallic cardstock, which is returning from last year, which, yeah, it definitely was a fave of mine. I loved all those metallics. Then we have Penguin Place, which has a coordinating punch. So you can punch these cute little penguins out, and look forward to, I'm going to show you in the celebration catalogue, you can you can earn some really cute papers that you can just cut out these penguins from those papers. So watch out for that in a few minutes. Then we have a really big stamp here. Now it says shown at 60%, so I'm envisaging it's probably as big as the other Stampin' Up! Large stamps, and it's like a knitted sweater. Well, that's the imagery of it. So I'd be interested to see what that looks like inked up. It has a coordinating die set that cuts out all these little pieces. So if you like sweaters and that kind of look, then I think you'll like that one. Then we have another quite large stamp set here called Candy Canes, and it shows you really the true sort of size of it, not in the catalogue, but this will show you how long it is, because it's got the measurements to the side there. And again, great sort of if you're wanting to make loads of cards at once and need lots of backgrounds. Right, on to Peaceful Place, and I've already seen some very pretty cards made with this. It's like a snowy scene with a kind of wood chalet, you know, like a retreat in the woods and the mountains. Really, really sweet. Oh, look, it's even got a tiny little fox there and then you've got fence and trees and all little snowflakes and beautiful font. Absolutely gorgeous. Then it also has dies that will cut out these as well. So just a very beautifully designed stamp set and die. I mean, the detail on that is just stunning. Then also, keeping with that whole snowy theme, we've got the Arctic Bears bundle, and we've got these adorable little bears here with like they're standing on some icebergs almost, and then the dies have actually got these really cool icicle elements to it. And yeah, just beautiful, beautifully drawn. And I've said this before, this is a great thing about using stamps. You don't have to have the ability to draw. You just, all you need to be able to do is put ink on a stamp and put it down, and you have that beautiful image. Right, now here we have bright baubles, so very large baubles here. Now this would be fun for a children's activity, I think. You could, you know, stamp these out, get the children to colour them in and cut them out, and they could make their own baubles. This would be super fun. So we've got some great sentiments there as well, and a die set that will cut out those pieces. But you know, if you wanted just to buy the stamp set and just have that for children to colour in, and they could easily cut that shape out, it's a pretty easy shape. That would be super fun. You know, that would bring lots of hours of colouring in, and for £21 that will keep them going. Right, returning favourite for Unto Us. I loved this last year and I still have it, and also the red velvet. Then, oh, I love this, the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. It's musical notes, and I still haven't found out what it's playing yet. I need to sit my son down or my husband down to play the piano. Then we have this kind of angel themed stamp set. Then we have the beautiful Merriest Moments, which I have got, and it has the hybrid embossing folder and dies. So you can put the outline die in the embossing folder, and it will cut out the shape and emboss it at the same time. Oh, be still my heart. Then we have the gorgeous Blackberry Beauty. Such a beautiful, beautiful suite. Lots of rich colours, lots of purple, gold, sort of browns in there. If you love that kind of palette, then you are going to love these papers. They almost have a bit of a William Morris feel about them in the patterning. You know, I'm looking at this and it's reminding me of, you know, his wallpaper designs and things. Really beautiful suite. And then Oh, I was going to show you the stamp set. So the stamp set has some floral elements. It has a bird and it has some big sort of sentiments and, well, that big sentiment and then some other little ones. Oh, now I meant to point out the ephemera pack is really sweet and I look forward to playing with that a bit more. And then there's some gold shimmer vellum. That's new. And the gold shimmer ribbon. So if you're into gold, that sweet's for you. Then we have this really sweet stamp set, which is reminiscent of the embossing folder that we used to sell, the Winter Woods one. This is Welcoming Woods, and it has gorgeous kind of those birch images, which just love that. And then some snowflake dottage and some leaf dottage there. Really beautiful. And the samples are very inspiring, actually. I love that one with the colourful background, the sort of sunset one. Beautiful. Right, do I need to say much about this stamp set? I don't know. Gorgeous leaves. It's just fabulous. It's got 2 lots of dottage, if you're not counting the leaves of dottage. Then it's got 3 different leaves and a wood grain effect. I mean, oh, gorgeous. And the dies are to die for. Literally, they are so delicate and pretty. Reminiscent of Colourful Seasons from a few years ago where we had those lovely leaves that we could cut out. And this, but this is even more, got even more detail to it because there's, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those delicate leaves. And then we've got some solids and then also a twig. Just fabulous. Pretty Pumpkins bundle is this one. There's some really nice imagery in this. Again, kind of reminiscent of William Morris here on this pumpkin. Then some really kind of beautiful whimsical elements. Don't know why I didn't order this one. It's so pretty. And then it's got some dies to match. I'm quite tempted by that one. Yeah, and also the sentiments are lovely. If friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. Oh, I mean, I suppose you could cut that out and put something else. If friends were, you could change that to flowers or, I don't know, jumpers. You know, change it around a bit. Right, here we have squirrels. Who's into squirrels? I have a little friend in London who feeds the squirrels in his garden, and I think this one is just perfect for him. So lots of fun squirrels there. 2-step stamping, so you can get the colour on there as well. 2-step stamping also for the little acorn. Reminds me of that little is that squirrel out of Ice Age. He's so funny. How can you not laugh at him? So here now onto the Halloween section. And we've got the usual offering of, you know, something cutesy and fun. And also the papers, which are very kind of colourful there. But also I've got the option of kind of like a black and white, you know, reverse. Love the gingham ribbon. I've had to get a bit of that. And also some stars there, sequin stars. Now they would be useful. Then is there another page of Halloween? Yes, here we go. A little bit more spooky fun with a Frightfully Cute and some fabulous dies. Now, so I'm not super duper big into Halloween, but there are times where I look at the bundles and go, ooh, I quite like the spider's web. You know, I'm thinking Spider-Man. Also, there's a fence, a tree, some little tiny stars. I think they're tiny stars. An owl, a witch's hat, and then there are some really cool labels. So this is when I would be actually tempted to buy the die set and not buy them anything else. Very cute. Right, black glimmer paper, yummy, yummy, yummy. And then a funny little sort of cat set. Bit reminiscent of the old Tim Holtz, you know, what they called. He has a cat set, doesn't he? Right, Harvest Meadow. Now this is gorgeous. I was watching a demo use this the other day and I was like, what? I haven't seen that stamp set. Where's that from? And then I realised it's in here. Yes, really sweet. Let's look at the images. So we've got that kind of like, is it called like a Michaelmas daisy type thing? We've got, to be fair, these do look like weeds, but lovely weeds. And then a really fabulous kind of weird texture. Then some really nice font for the sentiments. Thank you. A reminder to never forget how much you mean to me and so many others. Ah, sending healing thoughts. May nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. And then some great dies. Another big branch. Gosh, we're really into the year of branches and twigs this year. There, and then some dies that will cut that out. But also, look at this. This is like a corn or grass die. That's really sweet. That doesn't actually coordinate with the stamp set, but that works beautifully. And then, look, these are some lovely samples. Now, I have shown you the lovely cork paper, which was a bit of a surprise to me. I didn't realise it was actually cork when it came. Really just great to work with. And then a really very gentle harvest sort of themed paper set here. Very pretty colour coordination and themes there. Then another embossing folder that does sort of texture. So if you like distress and all that kind of thing, I'm also keeping my eye on that ribbon because I like a bit of lace. So there we go. That's that bundle. Nature's Harvest. Again, you get 15% off when you order the two together. Then this one, Heartfelt Wishes. Love the font on this. Very, very pretty. Just great for sort of updating your kind of Christmas stash, and some really nice papers. So those are 12 by 12 papers if you need to, you know, get your cards made. Then this one, Sparkle of the Season bundle, is got lots of different elements to this actually, and not just for Christmas. I wish they could always put in brackets, not just for Christmas. We've got a lovely swirl that can be used any time of year. Then we've got some bats, snowflakes, leaves, little pine cone, stars, and then this lovely set of different foliage. You know how I love different foliage. And then a really great die set that cuts out different sort of spiral circular elements. You've got 3 of those. And also ones that cut out the leaves. So very, very sweet. I think one of my downline has this. I'm looking forward to seeing what she creates with that one. Little Delights. Now let's have a look. Is there anything? There's. Oh, I didn't notice that embossing folder before. Oh, it's okay. So you've got the embossing folder, and then it has a line through it, and it does different elements. So there's stars, and then like this crosshatch type thing. Ooh, I hadn't noticed that before. That is interesting. And then you have a little stamp set which kind of covers all seasons really. You've got birthday, Christmas, Halloween, thank you, and so on in there. Then we have this one called Reflected in Nature, and the kind of focal point for this one, the pièce de résistance, is the kind of beautiful imagery here. Again, wood, chalet in the mountains type thing, or Swiss Alps, or wherever you want to be. Oh no, it doesn't look like Alps, it looks more like forest, pine forest, but it's reflected there in some water, and you could colour this, you could stamp it with a coloured ink. Look, this looks lovely in misty moonlight. Very nice. Then we have the Time of Giving bundle, which has these little different elements to it, but I would say that the key element to this bundle are the dies. There's some very interesting sort of frame designs. You've got this one with the snowflake, so it sort of cuts out a rectangle and then it has elements within it. So take a good look at that one. You might need to get a magnifying to see actually all the images on that one, but it looks really interesting. Oh, and yeah, actually the samples help to show you what's in there. Is that, no, where are those? Those are from the tags that are in the annual catalogue. And then there are little pieces, there we go, that you can stick on there. Right, I loved this page because, again, lots of sentiments. And it's sometimes fun to have great big sentiments to stick on. So we've got Peace on Earth, Thinking of You, Sending Thanks, Boo, and then that little corn stalk. Love that. And then this kind of, what's it called? Dictionary definition. That's quite trendy. Then we have some of cute little, I don't know what these are. Oh, pig, hedgehog and bear. Great for colouring in. And look at that with the peekaboo die. Love that. And we're staying very on trend, because this is in the annual, just to show the annual catalogue offering, the macrame or macrame embossing folder. Oh, actually, I've just realised I forgot to highlight in that lovely Blackberry suite, the die set cuts out this lovely leaf kind of imagery. Forgot to show you that. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? So much detail on there. It's all kind of oak leaves. So that's that from there. Very nice. Nearly at the end, guys. Nearly at the end. One more page. So here we have Festive and Bright bundle. Lots of border imagery. There's 3 there. And there are dies coordinating to cut that out. Plus some wordings. Then what Stampin' Up have done is they've shown the bundles in slightly larger images here. So here you can sort of see the detail a bit better. So if you find it hard to look at them, in the catalogue, do look at these last few pages because you can see the detail a bit more. So I'm just going to whiz through this because I've talked about that already. There we go. And then again, catalogue at the glance. If you forget where something is, you can kind of look at these images and it will tell you where in the catalogue it is. And then you've got all the papers, so the ribbons and the other little embellishments, gems and so forth. Now we've got some really cool treat boxes. We've got 2 new ones, the craft gift box and the tombstone one. And we also have the host set. So I want to explain this one. If you place an order of £150 or more, you can choose either or both of these sets plus any that are in the annual catalogue. So when you spend over £150, you earn 10% kind of in Stampin' rewards. So if you were to place an order for £175, you'd get £17.50. So it's 10% of whatever you order. If your order goes over £275, you then get 12%. So it kind of bumps it up a little bit. And you can spend those Stampin' rewards on anything you want out of the current catalogues and even the clearance rack. But please take note of the host sets because they are discounted again. So for example, we've got Amaryllis Bloom here. Now the value of that is £15. If you were to purchase it at the normal sort of Stampin' Up rate, it would be £15. But you can only purchase it as a host and it's £9. So you would just spend £9 of your Stampin' rewards on this item. So if you're to place an online order with me, do not put the hostess code of the month if your order is going to be over £150. You can claim those hostess rewards yourself straight away. Then there's also this one here, which is very cute, Seasons of Fun, and that's worth £11. Right, now I want to show you the celebration freebies. So if you need to go and grab yourself a cup of tea, then go and pause the video, go and grab yourself a cup of tea. And I'm going to show you now the celebration items. So here we have celebration. So the first item that you can earn for free, well, I say first item, it's first in the catalogue, is this Dazzling Speciality paper. Now I have some here to show you because I think seeing it in real life is obviously a little bit different from seeing it in the catalogue. You don't get to see all that beautiful shimmer. So look at this. It comes in a pack of 6 by 6 and you get 8 sheets. So when you spend £45, you can earn a pack of that for free. Then we have the paper that I mentioned earlier with all those fabulous penguins on. So you get 12 sheets of those. Then, oh, that's just to show you that it all coordinates. Then we have a really sweet stamp set with this door and bicycle. Very, very cute. And some nice sentiments. Again, £45 spend. Then we have some black and white papers that are that coordinate with the hand-penned petaled suite. So if you like that suite, you might like these. And I have shown them before, but I will show them in real life again. So we've got the dots on one side, leaves on the other, florals on that one, stripes on the other, florals on that one, and then kind of like wiggly scallops on the other. So you get four each of those 3 papers. Then moving on, we have a pack of sort of traditional, what I call traditional red and green and beigey type papers that coordinate with the deer punch. So I think you can actually use these to cut out some of the elements in there. Then we have, now for those of us who live in Wales, we're a bit familiar with sheep. Sheep are everywhere. Here is counting sheep. Look at those cute bar lambs. And so that's £45. Now if you were to spend another £45, you can then get the die set that cuts out the sheep, and you get a little fence and flags and all sorts of fun things there. So that is a very cute little bundle that you can earn. Then we have textures and frames, again £45 spend. I have that one. And for a £90 spend, you can get these Summer Shadows dies, and they coordinate with a stamp set that's in the annual catalogue, which is very, very cute. It's this one here called Shaded Summer, and it has some very pretty florals there. And so these dies will cut out those florals. Stampin' Up! Are very good at their coordinating products. So that's on page 75 of the annual catalogue, and then these will cut them out. So that's a £90 spend. Then we have this one, the Delicate Dahlias, which I have used already. It's a beautiful large dahlia, and here is something that I stamped, and this was stamped in early espresso, and you can see the detail there. It's one of those stamp sets that are called distinctive, and look at the detail. So nice. Right, so moving on, we have the host rewards. So if you were to have a party or place an order for more than £275 of products, you not only would get the Stampin' Rewards, which would actually trigger off the 12%, so you'd get 12% of £275 in Stampin' Rewards, plus you would earn this free host set called In Your Words, and it's got some great sentiments in there. Perhaps the stars are openings where our loved ones shine down to let us know that they are happy. Hope this card makes you smile. Life is full of ups and downs. Hold on tight. Happy birthday. Various other things like that. So that is your kind of freebie if you place a bigger order. And if your wish list comes to over £99 and you're thinking, I'm really liking this Stampin' Up! Stuff, then you can actually sign up to become a demonstrator. Now, you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do YouTube videos. You don't have to sell any products. But what you can do is just share, enjoy a discount by signing up. So it costs £99. You can choose £130 of products for that £99. So you're already gaining £31 in products. You also don't have to pay postage. So again, you're saving yourself £4.95. If you're in the EU, it costs you €129 for the starter kit, but you can choose €175 of products. And for 2 months while celebration is on, August and September, you can also choose one of these bundles that are in the mini catalogue. So you can choose from Frosted Gingerbread, Christmas Season, Christmas to Remember, Whimsical Trees, Peaceful Deer, Sweet Little Stockings, Penguin Place, Peaceful Cabin, Arctic Bears, Beauty of Tomorrow, Gorgeous Leaves, and Nature's Harvest. I am sure there is at least one bundle in there that you're going to love. So please do get in contact with me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, If you would like a catalogue, if you would like to know anything more about becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I do have a link in the description that will take you to the signing up page. But if you have any questions and would like to know more, please do contact me. And I look forward to seeing all your creativity over the next few months using these products, and I look forward to playing with them and enjoying them and sharing that with you too. So take care for now, everybody, and have a great day. Bye.